Hey guys, let's talk a little bit about depression. This is one of the most common diagnoses or symptoms or experiences, sadly, that people deal with on a daily basis. But I want to bring you some incredible, irrefutable information from a current and renowned neurologist, a man by the name of Dr. David Perlmutter, in references from his book called Brain Maker. And I have a chapter open in front of me that is chapter number 3 in this book, and the title of that chapter is Your Belly Depressed? Why Angry Guts Make for Moody and Anxious Minds. So he goes through this chapter and he gives tremendous data regarding his case studies as a neurologist and how he deals with treating the symptom of depression. And there's a few things in here that I want to share with you guys. He says, regarding his patients, they cut carbs and added healthy fats, especially, ready for this one? Cholesterol. Yes, that's what he said his patients added. Cholesterol. We'll dive into this more extensively down the road, but I'll give you a little snippet right now. You never want to lower cholesterol. A key player to brain and physiological health. I've watched this fundamental dietary shift single-handedly extinguish depression and all of its kissing cousins, from chronic anxiety to poor memory and even ADHD. It turns out that if your belly is in a bad mood, so is your mind. How many times or places have you ever heard that before? I'm gonna guess the answer is none, because we hear this catchphrase called mental health. But here you have this decorated neurologist telling you it is belly health. He also shared some other very interesting statistics in this book that I want to share with you guys. I found when I read this to be quite alarming, and I just want to bring it to your attention. He wrote this book in 2015, so we know unfortunately that inflation has taken place since, but in regards to this stat, this is what Dr. Perlmutter said. And here in the US, rates continue to climb. Last year, 30 million Americans were prescribed $12 billion worth of antidepressants. That means that we are spending more on antidepressants than the gross national product of more than half of the world's countries. That's insanity. What it takes for countries to run their country as a whole, we are spending more on antidepressants than they are on running their country. I don't know about you, but to me, that is a significant problem. He also says in this book, and I find this to be arguably the most amazing depiction of the entire medical system, not just in regards to depression, anxiety, or neurology. Again, this is directly from this man, Dr. David Perlmutter. He says, I am saddened by the fact that the billion-dollar psychotropic pharmaceutical industry is predicated on the idea that people will take a pill to treat symptoms, while the underlying disorder is ignored. So there is never any real focus on actually curing or improving the root cause of the illness, let alone getting people off of a medication. From a business perspective, this certainly makes sense, as it generates repeat lifetime customers, and we, the Americans, are lulled into believing that this is what we should expect. It's a very powerful statement. He follows that up with saying this, but these medications do not treat depression, whether it's Prozac, Cymbalta, Zoloft, Lexapro, Wellbutrin, or any other commonly prescribed antidepressants. These medications simply treat symptoms and only do so minimally. So there's a lot of people that could say to me, but Jimmy, my depression's so bad, my mood is so bad that when I take those medications, I feel better. So I would want to lift your mindset. I would want to lift your thoughts away from feeling better to amazing. What do I mean by that? When your body is in a state of chronic inflammation and continuously feeling bad, you operate here. Taking one of those medications may lift you from here to here. So any improvement gives you this sensation that, oh my God, I feel better. So then that medication becomes something that you're dependent on. But it's not actually addressing the root of why you have it, nor is it giving you the full potential of what you were designed to experience in happiness in life. So by removing those medications, by removing the high carbs, the high sugars, the omega-6s, getting in anti-inflammatory omega-3s, you have from the horse's mouth Dr. Perlmutter, a renowned neurologist, telling you that it is your gut that controls your brain.